Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about something that is obviously very close to my heart, and it's kind of come about from a couple of things that people have said to me since I kind of revealed that I had been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. So if you are new to this channel, you may not already know that I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis officially in May of 2018, so we are coming up to my 1-year anniversary. So yeah, I figured I'd do kind of like a little bit of a coffee time thing in terms of a 10 things not to say to somebody who has multiple sclerosis or any other chronic health conditions for that matter. So if you are yet to do so, please do hit the big red subscribe button down below, and don't forget to hit the notification bell as well so you will know every time I upload a new video. So without further ado. Oh my god, well I know some distant relative who I never actually met but was kind of related to my mum through some really long line of family lineage who had chronic migraines, so I know exactly how you feel. Distant relatives that you never met who had a chronic condition, chronic migraines in this case, or chronic anything, so you know exactly how I feel. I don't know, I'm pretty sure you kind of don't. So things like this happen kind of quite a lot, and I really appreciate that people kind of trying to show you that they understand what you're going through and to kind of like, you know, connect with you in that kind of way. And it's cute and I appreciate it and it's nice, but honestly, if you don't actually know anything about what you think I may actually be going through, you probably just keep your mouth shut and ask me instead if I would like to tell you how I'm feeling that day and how things actually affect me, rather than just kind of, you know, making assumptions because your auntie's pet goldfish had chronic migraines. See, this is obviously down to your diet because you know you're vegan, you don't get any protein. So first of all, there is absolutely no confirmed correlation between having something like MS and your diet of choice. I think the same goes for most of the chronic conditions as well. There is no link being found between MS and whether or not your diet will affect that in any way, whether it be positive or negative, so stop spouting shit. Did you know that there's a doctor who is really close to curing MS? So yeah, I think the same can be said for everybody who has MS or any other chronic condition, that we have probably seen every video, read every article, read every interview and every single medical journal about the subject. And trust me, most of them aren't really page turners. Every couple of months there is some doctor who is close to curing MS or any other chronic condition kind of pops out the woodwork. They are normally a doctor who no one has heard of before, and they kind of just appear in this big long article on some random news website that may or may not actually be a real news website, and they are on the verge of curing MS. So unfortunately, there is no known cure for MS, and a lot of these doctors are probably working towards stopping the progression of the disease as opposed to an actual cure. In my mind, and in the mind of a lot of other people who have chronic conditions, and I am talking more specifically about MS here, a cure is basically giving me back the ability to walk properly, the ability to use my left hand properly, the ability to think clearly and quickly, and to stop mixing up my words in sentences or just kind of using the completely wrong word. I mean, sometimes it's actually hilarious, like asking for a box of tattoos as opposed to a box of tissues, but it's also really annoying. Unfortunately, they can't fix the damage once it's been done. Multiple sclerosis basically means I have scars on my brain. For some people, those scars appear in the spinal cord instead because it is a condition that kind of affects the central nervous system, and once that damage has occurred, there is no fixing it. So no, I don't think anybody is close to a cure. A slowing down or stopping of progression, maybe, but not a cure. Sorry. Just exercise more. Okay, so if I could, I absolutely would, trust me. I used to be such a gym bunny. There was a time in my life where I was in the gym every single morning, and I looked really hot when I was in the gym every single morning. And then MS kind of happened and that sort of slowed down, and I'm at the point where I can kind of, you know, barely walk 100 meters unaided. So yeah, I don't think that actually exercising anytime soon is probably going to be something that I really do. A bit of yoga now and then, sure. But actually hitting the gym again, it's a while off. So you've got quite a lot of piercings and tattoos, haven't you? You know that they can cause nerve damage? Yes, tattoos and piercings can indeed cause nerve damage, as can any form of body modification, including plastic surgery. A well-performed piercing or tattoo is not going to go deep enough into your skin or in the location where it's going to cause nerve damage that stops you from being able to walk. Piercings and tattoos actually are not going to cause you MS. MS is a condition of the central nervous system as a whole. Actually, it's a condition of the immune system, where the immune system just decides that it's going to go attack your central nervous system just for funsies. So yeah, tattoos and piercings, they ain't got shit to do with it. Oh, I have MS or other condition, insert here as appropriate, and I still do all these things that you say you can't do. So I think this happens actually quite a lot to people when they kind of go out there and say, oh, hey guys, I've been diagnosed with this thing and I'm okay, but whatever, and I've decided that now I'm going to have to stop doing this thing that you all know me for and follow me for. In my case, that was choosing to retire from modelling. Quite a few people who I'd never really spoken to before, but kind of were in my network, sort of came out of the woodwork to tell me that they also had MS, or they also had such a condition, or they also had this, and oh, they still modelled. Awesome. That is amazing. And I really hope that you carry on being able to do those things that you enjoy doing, and that you never really kind of get to the point where you feel like you have to stop because of your condition. MS, as with lots of other chronic conditions, there is no kind of box. So you don't have an MS box, you don't have a fibromyalgia box, you don't have an EDS box or a myasthenia gravis box. What you do have is an MS tree, a fibromyalgia tree, an EDS tree, and at the end of each of those branches is the person, and their journey to the end of that branch to where they are now is very different to every other person's branch. So if you have MS and you have been able to carry on doing things that you love that maybe I've had to give up, that's amazing. And you also will understand that MS is no one-size-fits-all condition, as with most other chronic conditions. I know my boyfriend makes the best coffees. Just stop being lazy. You're too young and too pretty to have a condition like this. Gee, thanks, I know. Lucky me. So this one also comes in with the whole thing of, oh, but you don't look sick. I know I don't look sick. That's because I make a damn effort to not look sick. Yeah, I put makeup on, I make sure that I look okay before I leave the house, because I don't want people come up to me going, are you feeling okay? Yeah, I've been told that I am too young or too pretty or whatever to have a condition like this. And yeah, you know what? I know, I think so too. Shit, isn't it? I don't really get a choice. It doesn't care how young or how attractive you are. It just decides that you are the one because you're lucky, 1 out of a million who it could have been. It was you. Right. Is it contagious? No, you cannot catch my immune system. So you cannot catch these chronic conditions. You can't catch MS, you can't catch EDS, you can't catch fibro, you can't catch myasthenia gravis. I don't think any of them actually are in any way, shape or form contagious. This one is mine to keep by myself. I'm obviously not sharing. Stop asking. Oh my god, you're going to end up in a wheelchair. Can you walk? So not everybody with MS ends up in a wheelchair. Some people do, some people don't. Hopefully I'm one of the ones that doesn't, but plenty of them do use some form of a walking aid, whether it's a walking stick or a walking frame or whatever, or whether that's just hanging off your boyfriend. He is basically my human walking stick. Bless him. I can walk to a degree, but I get very, very tired very quickly. And when that fatigue sets in for me, it's basically like dragging a lump of lead where my leg used to be. So yeah, while I can kind of get up and move around, it doesn't tend to last very long, and I have to take lots and lots and lots of rests along the way as well, which kind of makes for fun shopping trips. Yes. I know someone that died from MS. No, you don't. So first of all, I'm super sorry, and my condolences to the family of anybody who may have passed. But MS is a condition that you die with, not die from. Nobody has been reported as dying from MS, with MS being the actual cause that caused them to die. People might die from complications with medications or whatever. People die from complications with paracetamol, but we never say that somebody died from a headache. If anybody with MS does kind of die in a way that is considered too early or too much of a shock or too quick or whatever, it is generally because they have contracted an illness or whatever that has unfortunately been the thing that's seen them off, for whatever, want of a better expression. A lot of us take disease modifying drugs or DMDs, and a lot of these are actually immunosuppressants, so it means we get sick more or kind of harsher than some people. But MS is not actually the reason why somebody might die. And also, If somebody who's newly diagnosed tells you that they've got MS or any other condition that you apparently know somebody who died from, why would you tell them that? Don't tell me that you know somebody that died from the condition that I have. What's that going to do to me? Doesn't make me feel great about it. So there you go, guys. 10 things to ideally not say to somebody who has MS or any other chronic condition. Like, I get some of these are people kind of trying to be there in solidarity for somebody and to kind of really empathise and whatever else with them, but a lot of them just come across as you being a bit of a prick, to be honest. I am nearly up to my 1-year diagnosis of multiple sclerosis. How do I feel about that? Kind of indifferent, same way I did when I was told that I had it. If you or someone you know has a chronic condition, I'm guessing there's going to be a few people out there who kind of resonate with this and kind of sitting there going, yeah girl, I know. Yeah, drop it in the comments below. Does any of this get said to you on a regular basis? Have you heard things like this before? Have you heard things that I actually haven't talked about here that you just thought, what the hell? Yeah, drop it all in the comments down below because I'd actually love to be able to see it. Some of the stories are actually kind of funny in the sense that you think, ah, God, not again. But yeah, you need to laugh at these things because if you don't laugh, you will spend your entire life crying. Anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one and I hope you found it in kind of some ways slightly amusing. Maybe you're just shaking your head in complete dismay as to how much this actually happens, because all of these things that I have talked about have actually been said to me by somebody, whether I know them vaguely, or as I say, if they're just kind of like I know them through a network from modelling or whatever. All these are actual things that have been said to me when I announced that I've been diagnosed with this. And I kind of just sit and shake my head at them all, to be honest with you. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe already if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Love you all. Bye.